Hi! Imagine, one day, humanity disappears. No cars, no factories, no noise. What will happen to our planet? Amazingly, nature will begin to live by its own laws, reclaiming what was taken from it. Today, with the help of artificial intelligence, we will dive into a possible future of Earth without people. You will see how our cities will turn into ruins, how nature will recover, and how animals will begin to conquer territories once inhabited by humans. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Then let's begin. When people disappear, the first effect is silence. Electricity will stop flowing into homes, elevators will freeze, trains will come to a halt, and traffic lights will go out. Cities that never sleep will suddenly freeze in complete silence. Animals that always kept their distance from humans will cautiously begin to venture out onto the streets. Flocks of pigeons will occupy abandoned buildings. Rats will take over restaurants and shops. Even wild deer and foxes will explore human settlements. At the same time, the first signs of decay will become noticeable. Without people, roofs will start to leak and outdoor pipes will burst. Nature will begin to reclaim its rights. Within a few weeks, without humans, nature will start to actively invade the cities. Vines, grass, and shrubs will break through the asphalt. Trees will start to grow on rooftops that have already begun to sag under the weight of water. The subway will flood since the pumps will stop removing groundwater. This will turn the underground tunnels into real rivers. Wild animals will begin to reclaim the territory. Wolves and bears will return to places that were once their natural habitat. Even large predators such as leopards may settle in megacities. However, the destruction will not be instantaneous. Human structures are a testament to our power, but without maintenance, they will begin to crumble. For example, glass buildings will be the first to suffer from wind and temperature changes. In 10 years, the Earth will begin to look completely different. Cities will be covered with a green carpet of grass, trees, and shrubs. Concrete and metal will begin to deteriorate under the effects of moisture and corrosion. Wild animals will finally inhabit the areas where people once lived. Wolves, bears, and even birds will feel safe. For example, in Chernobyl, where people abandoned the area, the animal population has increased several times over. Rivers, no longer polluted by industrial waste, will begin to cleanse themselves. Fish and other aquatic creatures will return to these ecosystems. Even in megacities, nature will prevail. But traces of our presence will remain: plastic, concrete, and metals. These materials will take hundreds more years to decompose, serving as reminders of our civilization. In 100 years, the ruins of cities will become part of the natural landscape. Skyscrapers will collapse and bridges will fall due to corrosion. Forests will grow in their place. Animals that once avoided cities will fully adapt. Birds will nest in the ruins of buildings, and rivers and lakes will become home to new ecosystems. Desert areas such as Las Vegas will become even harsher, but nature will adapt. While the tropics and temperate zones will flourish again, the deserts will remain almost unchanged. But with minimal human interference, their flora and fauna will also recover. It will be a world where nature begins to dominate, and traces of human activity will be just small islands of the past. After thousands of years, most traces of human civilization will disappear. Roads will vanish and concrete and metal will completely decompose. Forests and oceans will cover the entire planet. However, our planet will still carry some reminders of us. Satellites in orbit, made from durable materials, will remain there for centuries. Radioactive zones, such as Chernobyl or Fukushima, will preserve the memory of our mistakes. The global climate will begin to stabilize, and Earth will become a new ecosystem, fully restored from our presence. A world without us is a world where nature regains its balance. Artificial intelligence shows that our planet is capable of surviving us and recovering. This scenario is not just a fantasy, it's a warning. We need to start thinking now about how to preserve our Earth and live in harmony with it. And what do you think about the future? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to see even more fascinating scenarios about the future of our planet.